Hi, it's me, Dora V here, and I figure on this great Friday the 13th, I will be doing the probable outcome for Guts. I think it's about time we did this. So why not? I mean, he obviously won't be the last, but he is the one that I am thinking about right now. Like with Griffith, I am using well, it's supposed to be the symbol for the Gemini, but come on, it looks like a tower. And since Guts and Griffith are the two most important people in Berserk like ever, I mean, there is Casca, but really, it's a love story between Guts and Griffith. It is. So I use the tower, the same spread. The bottom is the past, and then the higher we climb, the closer to the present we will get, and then the top is the future. Something like that. Just winging it as usual. So, anyway, let's begin. So, let's see, the bottom part would of course be his. Left is the distant past, and then the middle past, I guess we could say the golden age, and then could be the most immediate past. Nah, or like, well, something like that. But some of these reversals I don't really like very much. And the final outcome, or like his probable ending, is the one in the center top. Something. Well, let's try, how about the bottom card's past, present climbing up to the future. Whatever. So, anyway, I actually forgot how I handled Griffiths. Durr. So anyway, let's begin with the first one. This is the King of Cups. Hi, Griffith. But it's reversed, which means he dealt with a real asshole. And that real asshole is, of course, well, let's see. What the hell's his name? I forgot it. Fuck, Gambino. He's a real prick. He is not sensitive, patient, or caring. He is an asshole. He's a dishonest, double-dealing man. Roguery, exaction, injustice, vice, scandal, pillage, considerable loss. Yeah. No shit, because Gambino treated Guts like crap, and then he basically sold him to get raped. Like, he basically paid someone to rape Guts, and Guts was like 9. So yeah, like, it definitely a huge impact on Guts, and he never knew his mother at all. And the woman who did take care of him died when he was like 3, and Gambino was just a piece of shit. So Guts was like born into brutality, basically, and had to deal with this prick. No, not Griffith, not yet, but Gambino. Pile of fuck. Yeah, poor Guts, that's why he's such a mess. Then it's the Six of Wands, which again, it's a reversal. Because the Six of Wands is supposed to be pretty nice. You know, it's like triumph and everybody's happy, and charismatic, well-respected, someone to trust. Well, not exactly, because Guts spent a lot of his life growing up with apprehension, fear of a victorious enemy, treachery, disloyalty, as the gates being open to the enemy, indefinite delay. What a life he's had, and that, I guess he can, if he were to move this up to the eclipse, like, that could definitely count for sure. But yeah, when he does kill Gambino, and then he flees, like, he's forced to flee. So yeah, so he spent a lot of his time wondering if he's gonna live or die, and he's really afraid of these wolves or something. And yeah, he was definitely betrayed by Gambino, but the only thing is an enemy can't betray you. So I know that Gambino was never loyal to him and sold him out. But in the end, Guts kills Gambino. He kills the guy who raped him too, like Donovan. That's the thing about Guts, though. I mean, you fuck with him, he'll fuck you right back. And he did. He killed Donovan, kills Gambino, and he flees. But he's very much afraid, or he was when he was a kid. I don't think he's felt fear in years. And then this one is the Six of Pentacles reversed again. God, he's had such a shitty childhood. Desire, Cupid, envy, jealousy, illusion. That would be like Golden Age past, because Griffith is a bit jealous like he's terrified of losing Guts. But yeah, it's another sad one, of course. You get it, he had a bad past. It was a little better in the Golden Age, but we're not yet there. So here we go. The Six of Swords. And it's where he's getting a little older. See, and the Six of Swords basically means leaving, that you're leaving on a boat. And he did, like I said, he did leave the Gambino mercenary group. Like, he did do that. And journey route and expedient. And initially, yeah, he was, of course, afraid, but he still did it. He still left. Yeah, so it definitely fits for sure. He went bye-bye. Not that he had much of a choice, but he did, and joined one band after the other. And I think, like, when he was a teenager, he pretty much flew solo. I know I've read that, because he's the one who beat Big Fatty. Yeah, the damn it, Grey Knight Bazuzo. But again, like, we're not yet there. So, I mean, the work is not beyond his strength. Yeah. So, yeah, he goes from mercenary to mercenary, basically. And I'm trying to think how long he flew solo. I'd say about 2 years before being forced into the Hawks. Next, the Five of Cups. Oh, it's no use crying over spilled milk. Yeah, this is again, like, this would be after he killed Gambino, like a lot of regret and a lot of sadness. But I guess, like, as time went on, he realized that there's, like, nothing you can do. What's done is done. So stop being all melancholy and move on. It's all you can do. And you can atone for it or something, but really, why bother? Gambino was an asshole. But he was the only father Guts ever knew, though, so really, it's a card of loss. Of course, he has suffered loss pretty much all his life, but there are 2 left, which means there's still some hope. So you can reflect on the past all you want, but you need to look at what you have, too. You need to do that. And he kind of didn't do that. Yeah, it's 5 of Cups. And so, yeah, he didn't. So this, yeah, put the past behind them, turn around and move on, and see that the future offers something new emotionally. And he does do that with Gambino, and even with the Band of the Hawk itself, he kind of does that too. But with the Band of the Hawk, it was his own free will. He left of his own. And, well, yeah, I kind of forgot what he had. Whoopsie. See, next is the Empress, but she is reversed, which basically means everything is upside down. Yeah, not a good sign. Yeah, and this one, like, at this point, I would say that, yeah, he's part of the Band of the Hawk. They have everything in place. Everything is coming together. But because he leaves, everything goes topsy-turvy for Griffith. And he basically gives it all up to find his own dream, which again turns worlds upside down. He did do that, whether he didn't do it on purpose, but it happened anyway. So it's sad. And it happened in the winter where things are a little more desolate too. Like when he dueled with Griffith, that was it. Like that was the end. That was, everything was cold and trees died and so yeah, he just turned things upside down. We know this. And then the Hermit. This is a card, as you see here, retrospection, solitude, and introspection. And he spends a lot of time doing this in the Golden Age. And when he was on his own, when he was thinking of everything, he was thinking of the fountain speech, and he's largely alone when doing this, but even if he wasn't, it was definitely on his mind about his own dreams and wanting to be Griffith's equal. That's why he left. He wanted to show Griffith, like, I have a dream of my own. We can be equals now. It's just that he didn't. It's being alone, and when he leaves the Band of the Hawk, he is alone. And he follows his own dreams largely alone, and definitely thinks a lot about it. I mean, throughout Berserk, he thinks about it a lot, about what he's lost. And now Elfhelm has become the beacon, the little lantern. And he will do a lot more introspection over there. I mean, that's for sure, if he hasn't done it already. So he's also guiding others as well. Like, so he's doing a bit of both. Definitely seeking knowledge. He has to, pretty much. But yeah, the hermit's a huge part of his life. Guts has always been a loner, always been solitary, and I don't really blame him for that. Now up we go to the Two of Swords. Speaking of duels, the Two of Swords, and this one means a choice, basically. Like, the traditional tarot has someone blindfolded and they're holding two swords, so they're making a decision. Now you think that means they're unbiased, like justice is blind, but what it really means is that you're making a choice but not really seeing all of the facts, and Guts did not see all of the facts. He didn't see that Griffith actually loved him and did see him as an equal, and the speech on the fountain, it did not apply to Guts. Guts was the exception. He didn't see this. So he made a choice with those blinders on and left. And yes, the swords generally are not symbolic of beneficent forces in human affairs. Ah, come on, they're cool. See, remember, it's reversed though. So, imposture, falsehood, duplicity, disloyalty. Okay, that disloyal part, I think that's how Griffith sees it. When Guts left, he is viewed as disloyal. That Amy Corcus sees it that way, and Griffith sees it that way. It's betrayal. When you chose to leave, you were disloyal. You see? And that's basically how, yeah, it's how Griffith saw it. And maybe maybe eventually saw it that way too. So, yeah, like he wasn't, and Guts, I think he tried to be impartial in making the choice, but again, he had blinders on, and he was viewed as disloyal when he left. And I think Costco was too. Oh, that's the other thing. Do you know why Griffith found out Guts was leaving? See, Guts was about to leave. He goes, and Casca is like, oh, I gotta go tell Griffith. I saw this in the anime. I didn't see it in the manga, but I saw it in like a snippet of the anime. And I thought, oh, great. That's how Griffith found out. That's how they all found out. When Guts left, there they all are. Griffith knew because of Casca. So that too can be considered disloyalty or a betrayal. And I know that betrayal requires malice and forethought, but sometimes betrayal can be inadvertent. Like, you think you're being loyal, like Casca's loyal to Griffith and the Hawks. So, of course, she tells him. But Guts could easily see it as a betrayal, whether she intended to or not. So, yeah, like, that's a pretty big thing in this particular manga scene. There's betrayal. Griffith sees it that way. And Casca inadvertently betrayed Guts. Oh boy, what a mess, huh? So what else we got? The Six of Cups. Aw, but it's reversed as well. Again, another bad reversal. So let's see, where is it? It says the future renewal, that which comes to pass presently. So really with this one, let's see here. So like the Six of Cups reversed, it's that, yeah, it's like bad nostalgia than anything. Yeah, so it's like a bad nostalgia. Trying to think here, like what this could mean for Guts. Like he does admit to Casca that he's definitely had problems in his past. I think she's like the only one who knows, and if he stayed with the Hawks, Griffith would eventually have known too. And definitely suspected it. Oh, yeah, it's like a bad nostalgia. It's like bad memories. He's definitely plagued with a lot of bad memories, I can tell you that much. It's like renewal, huh? Right, but basically, like, if he sees something that reminds him of Gambino, he doesn't have fond memories. And you do see this like in like the later parts of the Golden Age, and maybe a bit before that too. Well, wait, let me try this again. Like I would say like when he has Casca with him for the first time, like I know she talks about her past, And then later on, I am almost positive Guts talks about his as well, and neither one of them have fond memories of their childhood. Now, I know Guts certainly doesn't. Casca doesn't really either. But yeah, the Six of Cups reversed is Guts is plagued with past memories, but they're mostly bad. And what's sad is that most of his good memories were here in the Band of the Hawk. And even that's riddled with bad memories thanks to a certain someone doing a certain sacrifice. Griffith! Let's keep climbing, shall we? The Page of Cups. Okay, so this one, like a dream, is someone who's a dreamer. Pages are dreamers, and some are capable of turning their dreams into reality. Well, someone did that. Yeah, Griffith did it in a really bad way. Youth, a studious youth, Isidro could qualify for this. Or Shirka. There we go, Shirka. She's the studious youth, and she helps him a great deal. And in fact, I think a lot of people view her as kind of the leader instead of Guts, which I think makes a lot of sense. Like, she's like a Hermione, basically. So yeah, like so he has like new companions, and she's a child, Isidore's a child, so he's got children with him. And then of course he has his fairies, like Everella and Puck. They can also be pages. And really, like, he has new companions, basically, and they all help him with Casca. See what else you got? The Queen of Pentacles. But she's reversed. She's a bitch, I guess. I guess there was some kind of female bitch. Like who? Slan? Maybe? Let's see. Evil, suspicion, suspense, fear, mistrust. Yeah, a lot of things falling apart, falling down. My guess is that I can only think of Slan in this case. Maybe what Farnese used to be, because I know that she tried to go after him and failed, so maybe initially it was like that, but not anymore. But the only evil I can think of is Slan, like for sure. Like, she does want him, but she ain't getting him. Not in a million years. So let's see. I wonder, like, I did say that the center should be the final one. Nah, 14. How about that? Whatever. So the top cards would be the future. The 3 futures. Like all 3 in 1. Something like that. But 14 is like the one. Okay, just wanted to make that clear. This is the Magician. I seldom get this card, but of course it's reversed. Of course it is. Jeez, so this means that there may be someone in the group who doesn't have the best interests in mind. And that's not a good thing. So yeah, it's a card of possibilities. Like, there are negative aspects, like the snake oil man rather than a trickster rather than a shame and a con artist. So somebody there is deceitful. Like somebody in that group. Or an elf helm. It could also be female. It could be Morta. And maybe she's a problem too. Possibilities become jokes, empty promises. The music man running off with all the money. Oh, yeah, rather than really teaching. Could be that to whoever can help is having trouble, maybe. Like, there is a possibility of that as well. No way to achieve the possibilities. This is a lumber to build the houses there. I don't think it's blocked. I think that there may be somebody in that group who is a con artist. What, Magnifico maybe? A magician, please. And then underfoot, like, thus everything the magician had to be a magician is lost to him. So, like, what was possible becomes impossible. A dream only seen above and not below. Okay. So Guts might not fulfill whatever his dream is. I don't know, but I think it may be the first one that someone there is a con artist in some way. Who could that be? And then there is the Page of Swords. Yeah, Isidro. Also reversed. Gee me, what could that mean? More evil side of these qualities. Unforeseen evil, unprepared state. A sickness is also intimated. I know Guts is suffering due to that armor. So he will be dealing with the more evil side of authority, the more evil side to hard work to spying. Yeah, there's oh god, something's gonna happen in Elfhelm. Has some evil shit that he may be dealing with this, even if he's on his way to Falconia. It doesn't look like he's gonna end well, but it's gonna be due to the actions of someone else and not his own actions. Oh, damn. Maybe Cedaro fucks it up. I don't know. But I know that, yeah, unprepared state, or maybe he does get really sick because of his powers, and ultimately it does him in. Something like that. Oof, not a good ending. And then the last one is the Two of Wands, also reversed. And Two of Wands usually means that you have two good choices, and that you have balance and patience, and it gives you plans to direct what it is you want to do. But it's a reversal. It's not particularly bad. It's basically tactful guidance and basically an advisor type card. But it's reversed. That's not good. So surprise, wonder, enchantment, emotion, trouble, fear. That's his ending. So maybe, at best, things happen and he is shocked and he is in wonder that he might not actually end that badly. But at worst, he ends badly with trouble and fear and does not succeed in whatever the hell he wants to do and doesn't end well at all. And that sucks. Surely you can catch a break sometime, Guts, but cards are saying no. Well, we'll just have to see, won't we? Jesus, well, that'll do. Friday the 13th, you know, like, well, see you later. Goodbye.